Buying a Toyota used to be the safest decision you could make in the car world, like opening a Swiss bank account. Safe, reliable, and boringly perfect. For decades, that badge meant one thing: peace of mind. You bought it, changed the oil, and forgot about it for the next 200,000 miles. But lately, something's shifted. Because when you actually start digging into owner reports, recall filings, and service data, a pattern starts to appear. Not across every Toyota, they still build some excellent vehicles, but certain models are showing problems that honestly shouldn't be happening from a company with this reputation. And the most surprising one on this list isn't the one people usually complain about. Let's start with the 2022 and 2023 Tundra. The old Tundra was legendary. The 5.7-liter V8 was outdated, sure, but it was practically indestructible. It drank fuel like a V8 should, but it would run forever. It was the kind of engine mechanics respected because it just refused to die. Then Toyota redesigned it. New platform. Twin-turbo V6. Hybrid system. Way more complexity. And soon after launch, some owners reported something you never want to hear about a new truck: engines shutting down while driving. Highway speed, engine cuts out. Steering suddenly feels heavy. Brakes still work, but without assist you have to push much harder. In a full-size truck, that's not just inconvenient, that's dangerous. Investigations found that some engines contained machining debris left over from manufacturing. Tiny metal particles circulating through the oil system can destroy bearings, and once bearings fail, the engine can fail with them. Toyota recalled over 100,000 affected vehicles across related models, and in many cases the repair isn't minor. It's a full engine replacement. Now, to be fair, Toyota is fixing them. But here's the real question buyers should ask. If a truck already needed a new engine early in its life, how confident are you in its long-term reliability? Next is the BZ4X, and this one genuinely shocked the industry. This was Toyota's first serious modern EV. They took years to release it because they said they wanted to get it right. Then shortly after launch, they issued something you almost never see: a do not drive notice. Not schedule service soon. Not visit your dealer. They told owners to park the car immediately, because under certain conditions the bolts holding the wheels on could loosen. In extreme cases, the wheel could detach. That's not a software bug. That's not a sensor glitch. That's a fundamental mechanical failure. Toyota did engineer a fix and relaunch the vehicle. Credit where it's due. But first impressions matter, and that kind of recall shakes confidence, especially when competitors were already ahead on range and charging performance. Now here's one enthusiasts didn't expect to see on a list like this: the GR86. On paper, it's everything people say they want back: lightweight, rear-wheel drive, simple, fun, a proper driver's car. But enough engine failures have been reported, particularly under hard driving, that technicians started investigating. Some teardown inspections found excess sealant material inside certain engines. If that material restricts the oil pickup, oil flow drops. And when oil flow drops, engine life drops with it. It's not widespread, and it's not every car. But when a brand built on reliability starts showing even isolated cases like that, people notice. Now we need to talk about the model that probably affects the most owners: the RAV4 Hybrid. This is Toyota's golden child. Practical, efficient, all-wheel drive. It's the default recommendation for families everywhere. But some 2019 through 2022 models developed an issue owners nicknamed Cablegate. The hybrid system uses a high-voltage cable connected to the rear motor underneath the vehicle. In certain climates, especially regions with road salt, moisture can accumulate around that connector. Over time, corrosion can develop. When that happens, warning lights appear, the hybrid system can malfunction, and repairs can cost thousands. Toyota later extended warranty coverage for this component in certain cases after customer complaints, which helped many owners. But if you're buying used and don't inspect that area, you could be inheriting a very expensive surprise. And finally, the one I'm watching closely, the newest Tacoma. It's too early to call it unreliable. There isn't enough long-term data yet. But early owner feedback has already mentioned things like hesitation, rough shifting, and software quirks. That doesn't automatically mean it'll be a bad truck. First model years often have issues, but it does highlight a bigger trend. The more complex Toyota's vehicles become, turbo engines, new transmissions, new platforms, advanced electronics, the more we're starting to see early generation problems. Toyota isn't suddenly making bad cars. They're not. They still build some of the most dependable vehicles on the road. But blind brand loyalty is how people end up with expensive surprises. Because reliability isn't a badge, it's a track record. And some of Toyota's newest models still have something to prove. So now I want to hear from you. Have you owned one of these? Or had a Toyota that completely changed your opinion of the brand, good or bad? Tell me in the comments. Real owner experiences help everyone make smarter decisions.